How to deal with a bullying boss, part one. Number one, never allow them take away your voice. The thing about bosses who are bullies, when they're talking to women, they want to talk down on the woman. They want to prey on the weaker vessel. We must never allow that. While you don't have to be confrontational, but you can pass your message across. Your intelligent ideas, you must speak them till the end. Never allow them shut you up. Number two, grace under fire. Despite and in spite how you're feeling inside, never show emotion. Never break down in tears, because then you give them the upper hand. You must make sure that you speak in it. You might be afraid, but do not show it that you're afraid. You speak it like you know it because you do. Number three, if you're a believing woman like myself, pray for that environment. It could just be that God placed you there to be a Davida, which is like a David in the facing Goliath. You understand strategy. You don't just confront them. You pray for them. You pray for the work environment, because as a spiritual woman, you understand that there's more to this person than just what they're showing up with. So you deal with that in the place of prayer so that you can control the atmosphere. This actually works. I met a lady who told me, one of our programs, that's, we talked about these things and she tried it at work and it did work. David understood strategy. He didn't just go to meet Goliath. He understood the back end. He knew the God he served. You and I need to know the God we serve and how that God uses us to create law and order in the work environment. So you need to stand up as a leader, like a Davida in that workspace, because you might just be the savior for those employees who are weak and cannot speak up for themselves. But you do that in the place of prayer, so that you speak to the boss before you speak to the boss. When you begin to pray for him and direct your words rightly, you control the work atmosphere. When you show up at work the next day, you begin to see things changing. He will begin to become calmer because you are speaking to him in the place of prayer and addressing things and bringing law and order to that work environment. It's not the time for you to just sit back and say, you know what, as long as it doesn't come to me, it's not my problem. But if you know who you are, which is you being a leader in that workspace, you need to deal with that bully so that there can be law and order and there can be peace in the work environment.